Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members of the House. I know that we've debated this bill at length throughout the Commerce and Labor process, and I don't want to replow a lot of ground on it. But long story short, this bill will require that the General Assembly approve any state implementation plan regulating the greenhouse gas emissions from existing power plants. Basically, the way this would work right now is that DEQ would submit a plan on behalf of the Commonwealth, and that would pretty much be the end of the story. This bill allows that plan to be submitted to both houses of the General Assembly for approval. I know that some people have said that maybe this will cause the process to be slowed down, but I will say that the actual rule itself, as promulgated currently by the EPA, allows for state legislatures to weigh in on this and even allows for extended time for us to do so. So I would move that we engross the bill and pass it to its third reading.
The gentleman from Charlottesville, Mr. Toscano.
Mr. Speaker, I rise for motion.
Gentleman, state it.
A point of order.
Gentleman has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, if you take a look at this bill on line 22 of the bill, line 24 of the bill, it directs DEQ to, what shall we say, prepare a report. Further on in the bill, it talks about a report. And throughout this bill, there is a request for DEQ to prepare a report. Mr. Speaker, is not a report under the rules of the Joint Rules Committee dated November 17, 2004, something that constitutes a study by an agency? And is that this legislation, therefore, as I quote from the rules statement, legislation requesting, directing, or encouraging a specific action to be taken, including the word report? Mr. Speaker, is it not a study? And if so, has it not been filed after the date required by the procedural resolution?
I'm going to ask the gentleman to come up here. I'm going to say that the bill did create a study when they asked DEQ to report in several different places, and we do have a item in our rules that say studies have to be put in on the first day, and so I'm going to say it's not properly before us. Clerk will